Hello and welcome, PocketWatch here, and it's about time for another episode of Rewrite, but this time it's not a common road anymore. We are on road for our Kotori. So yeah, last episode been like kind of special, I guess. Like it's been over 2 hours. Yeah, and it ended up with showing us that we are actually on Kotori road. Why this plant dragon attacked her, why Lucia and Shizuru just bailed on us, like what happened? I guess we're going to learn sooner or later. So let's go in and let's see what Kotori Road has to offer. So it's a new beginning, I guess, for the rewrite, because we just finished the common road. Let's go. So this episode is probably also on the new playlist, since this is the beginning of the Kotori Road. So it's on like normal playlist, plus I will do the separate playlist for just this road. In case if like ever someone would like to find only Kotori Road. I did the same for the Little Bastards, by the way, so if you just want to go and watch like Mio Road, for example, just click Mio playlist. And there you have like full playlist for just Mio Road without Common Road. I did that for all the characters. Okay, let's go. Monday comes like always. And we do not have actually the date, just like in Little Busters. After what had happened, I spent all of yesterday sleeping. I didn't come to school today because I wanted to learn. I came because there was something I needed to make sure of. I arrived to class early, and wait.
課題ってやった？
収穫祭って来週の月曜からだっけ？
お前メール出したのにスルーしたろ。
昨日は漫画一気読みして丸一日潰しちゃったよ。
So I guess we are waiting and see if Shizuru and Lucia will be back. Why did they abandon us like this? After saving us? This is so weird. I'm so confused about their behavior, like there's no reason for them to do this. Just escape like that, like... The sound of my classmates talking to each other melded together into the unending background music. Sure, normally the sounds of everyday life would have comforted me. But right now, they feel like nothing more than the mere noise. I can feel my heart breaking. This isn't good. I need to return to my usual optimistic self, but I can't muster the energy to do it. Yeah, and also we didn't found Inoue, that's another blow. We're going to be still disbanded as the group. At least not until I'm certain. Not until I can relax again. I doubt I will be able to calm down until then. I guess in the end I'm not as boundlessly optimistic as I thought I was. But I mean, can you blame me? After what I saw? Thinking back to it now, I can't help but think it was all just a dream. Could something like that actually happen in real life? I'd like to believe it had all been a dream. If Lucia and Shizuru show up in the classroom, I'll be able to believe that. If I can just ask Kotori or Chihaya about what happened on Saturday, I'm sure they will tell me I imagined it all. Or if I can go to Akane and have her explain everything to me. Most of my classmates have arrived. All except the few I wanted to talk to. Oh, none of them is coming back. Okay, that's... I mean... After everything what happened, I guess, like, as a normal student, you would like to, like, rest back and stuff, but... I think, like, we are past normal. At this point, we all like sit in this, whenever we are normal or not. Like Shizuru and Lucia obviously are not normal. That's been established in the previous episode. Kotori, yeah, everyone else is normal, I think. At least should be. Anyway, time passes by slowly. Only 1 minute left until classes start. Everyone is in their seat, chatting happily away with each other. The few remaining empty seats stands out. The only people missing are the members of the ORS. I still haven't seen a single one of them. The door opens. Okay, there's Yoshino. At least one guy that we know. Oh, it's Yoshino. I don't feel like talking to him today. Despite that, his gaze stops at me. I can feel him staring. I wonder if he feel how I feel is reflected on my face. What's even rarer is Yoshino caring about how I feel. I don't think he cares how you feel. I think like he's going to do some like crazy stuff. Like he's going to tell you like, hey, what you did to everyone else that they're not coming to school or something like that. You know? Because we are always in fight with Yoshino. It's not like he's going to care about us. He's our friend, but like kinda negative good way. We're chaotic evil. Chaotic good actually. I look into his eyes, but I'm unable to say anything, so I turn away soon after. Yeah, he sees that something's wrong, and that no other members of the ORS are in the classroom, so he kind of makes some kind of connection, I guess, that something happened between us. He makes his way to his seat with a grim expression on his face. The teacher walks into the classroom. In the end, I'm the only member of the ORS to show up to school today. Yeah. I sent Kotori a text during our first break, okay? But she doesn't reply. What the hell is up with you all? I can tell I sound irritated. My classmates must have noticed too, as they haven't even tried to speak to me. They seem concerned, but they are keeping their distance. They are probably guessed that I'm dealing with something serious. Second period ends. I sent Kotori another text. This time though, I sent one to everyone else too. It all says is, please respond. So far though, no one has. Third period begins. After that comes lunch break. But I'm not the least bit hungry. I'm too worried to care about mundane things like an empty stomach. I sit there with my phone in my hands, waiting for a reply. What? We are not fighting today, sorry. Huh. It seems like he's been calling my name for a while. I hadn't noticed. I haven't been this hyper-focused on something since my last test. Sorry I didn't hear you. What's up? I mean, yeah. Why would he ask something like that? I have no idea what Yoshino is trying to get at. I guess, like, we're friends, we are usually at each other's throats, but we kinda care about each other, I guess, so... Though it's not like I can tell him the truth. I doubt I can make up a good excuse either. Nah, it's nothing. He looks like he's about to say something, but then he changes his mind. I look back up. Yoshino isn't in the classroom anymore. Okay, he just left. School ends for today. The moment the ring bells, I call Kotori. But I immediately forwarded to voicemail. God damn it. Normally, I would hang up at this point, but today I leave a message asking her to call me back. Guess I will try the club room. It's closed probably. I assume Akana is not going to be there and the room is going to be closed because they disbanded us, right? So where is Akana now, actually, when you think about this? Where is she hanging out if the room is going to be closed? Lucia, Shizuru, Chihaya, Kotori. All of them were absent today. The only person left is Akana. I hurry to the club room. Yep. You've got to be kidding me. The club room is locked as well. I knock. Tres are there, it's me and Noji. It doesn't seem like there's anyone on the other side of the door. She probably isn't in. And if she's not in the club room, that means she hasn't come to school either. After all, she's always in the club room if she's here. I want someone to reassure me that those things I'd seen the Saturday weren't real. I want Lucia and Shizuru to tell me it had all been some elaborate joke. But I know, it's nothing more than the wishful thinking. That was not a dream. It was reality. Yep, it seems like crazy one. I still cannot comprehend Lucy and Shizuru's actions there. Dragons, another word, betrayal. Each and every one of them sounded unbelievable, but I'd seen them all with my own 2 eyes. I slump to the ground in front of the clubroom door. Beyond the door lies the youth I long for. Pointless quests, fake leads that went nowhere. But still, those pointless things had a value to me. In retrospect, we were awkward with each other. We didn't possess the unity of a team. Is this how it all going to end? Let me just check the memories, if there's something new actually. No. Okay. I can imagine us recovering from this below. The occult research society is falling apart. Absolutely, with no room for denial. In the end, I kinda never showed up either. Huh. I would assume, like, you would assume that some of them would reply. I mean, we are only in the same situation here. We all got attacked by the weird dragon. What the fuck? Okay, 1 second, I need to cut. Okay, back. Yeah, what I was talking about. We are all kinda in the similar situation, right? We all saw a dragon. We all been attacked by this thing. We all saw the blade that is coming up from our hand. And we all got, like, betrayed, basically, by Lucy and Shizuru, or at least, like, they pushed us for some reason, like knocking us out and running away. And beforehand they saved us from the dragon. We are all in the same situation. None of us knows what's happening. So I would assume that we should like stick together, maybe talk a little bit about this, or at least like say something like I'm fine, like from phone, you know, just make a short message so I know that you are alive and you're not depressed or anything. But yeah, we're in the same situation. None of us knows what's happening, so kinda weird. Kotori doesn't answer her phone. All of my calls end up going to voicemail. And I never received any replies to my emails either. You know where she lives, right? She's like next door, basically. She's in the neighborhood, right? I think. So just go to her. You literally know where she lives. Just go there. And I never received any replies to my emails either. I don't want to think too much about it, but I can't imagine why the others wouldn't want to answer me. I can imagine. Everyone appears to have been concealing a part of themselves. But I thought that Kotori would be different. We're always together. We're a team, way before the whole thing even started. The rest will be no more. It's nothing can do to change that. Like a natural phenomenon, it simply happened and I have no choice but to accept it. But Kotori had no reason to disappear along with it. Not at all, yeah. Like, Kotori been like the closest person to us basically, since the very beginning, like he said. We always been together like from the childhood, so why would she just like cut the contact like everyone else? Especially that we all are in the same situation. Like, this is so weird. What the hell is she doing? Oh crap, I almost started crying this early in the morning. How messed up is this? I've lost everything all at once. It's almost time to leave. Can I go to school feeling like this? No way. I won't be able to concentrate in class. And most importantly, I can stand putting up stewing in those feelings. But then, what is there for me to do instead? For starters, I decide to leave and head straight to Kotori's house. Praying that she may return to her old habits of skipping school. Yeah, that's what I said, like just go to her house, like you literally know where she lives. Hello? Excuse me? Anyone home? I ring a bell multiple times, but no one answers the door. Huh. Not even her parents? Is no one home? Not even her parents? Yeah. Possibility 1. Family trip. Yeah, right. A trip with your mom and dad the day after having a life or death encounter with a freaking dragon? Not even I'm that far off the deep end. It seems like I have no option but to break into their house. Wow, going to extremes, huh? That would finally allow me to escape from the fraction of this anxiety. I doubt Kotori will be thrilled by the idea, but this is emergency. This settled, I begin considering good infiltration routes. First, I will have to enter the garden. I tuck behind the fence, positioning myself at the angle where my attempts won't be visible from the houses nearby.
本館の愛する街は今日も平和だな。
Are we going to be seen by the police officer and going arrested? It's the policeman that arrested him before. Wow. The one that told me to throw my lust on the ground. Okay. No way. I hurriedly turned around. For whatever reason, this guy is standing right in front of the best infiltration road. What kind of mockery of fate has made him stand my righteous path yet again?
おい、そこの声楽、止まりなさい。
What do you want? I'm just passing by. I did nothing yet. He spotted me.
こっちに来なさい。なんだ、またお前か。
That's my line.
なんだと？今本館に対して負のオーラを発したか。
Nah. No. The guy possesses keen
こ
intuition.
の辺りで何をしていた？
I was going to school.
窃盗目的か。
What the fuck? Listen to me.
目星をつけていたのか。
Come on, stop making things up.
本館を愚弄するな。
Wow, this guy scares me. He was talking pretty weird last time too, so I'm starting to get seriously concerned for my safety.
本館はな、本館は平和を守っている。
Okay, this guy is just crazy. Playing forward, playing like he's just crazy. Just that. He have like some delusional like goal in mind. Like he's a hero of the city or something. Of course.
そんな本館を侮辱するということは、町を侮辱するに等しいことだ。
I didn't intend. Yes, it's just as you say.
こうするようであれば、火器の使用も辞さないつもりだ。
Surely there are regulations against that.
平和のためなら、本館は殺人鬼にもなる。
Who is this guy? Who allowed him to work as the police officer? You need professional help. Yeah, definitely. You're right, I agree. I have no choice but to keep agreeing with him until he lets me go. In the end, after killing me for 30 minutes, he escorted me all the way to school and reprimanded me of my skipping habits, on top of everything else. What the fuck is this guy? Who the fuck is this guy? Second period, I can't concentrate on teacher words and whatsoever. What the hell is going on, seriously? None of the ORS members showed up today either. I'm powerless. I may possess some weird superpower, but in the end, I'm just a kid with no life experience. And my power isn't even strong enough to hunt monsters or anything. Are you sure? I mean, pretty much beaten dogs that were like from nightmares. And you kinda fought against Dragon. Kinda. I mean, you managed to escape, but still. That's impressive. But yeah, he's right. He's just a kid with no life experience. I wonder like for how long he knows about his power. I don't know if I ever questioned that. You can let me know in the comments if I don't actually you don't have to, because I know if I ever talked about this, then answering this question would be a spoiler, I guess, because I don't think that they ever mentioned for how long he knows about his powers. Unless they did, then you can let me know in the comments. Like, is he aware of them for like I don't know, year, or like since he woke up after like accident he had and he's been in hospital, because they said that he's been in hospital because of accident or something, right? And he doesn't have memories from before. Or this is just his intuition that he thinks that he had powers. I don't think like they ever established since when he knows about this. We just had info that, oh, I have these powers, and that's it. We never get to dive deep into since when, why. Yeah, it's going to be like main focus probably of this game. Just like discovering our maybe past and like powers or something. If I instead possess something on a whole other level, instead possess something on the whole other level. No, right now I prefer enough power, prowess and diplomacy to fix those kinds of complicated situations. But that's not the kind of skill a mere student can possibly possess. The real world doesn't work like manga. I can feel depression closing in around me. Nah, there's gotta be something. Not like there's anything else I can do in the middle of class. First things first. After what happened on Saturday, Kotori is without a doubt the one whose location should have been the easiest to track, yeah. Kotori isn't involved in any secret organizations like the rest, as far as I'm aware. Yeah. Like the rest. Like, what, you assume like... Like what? I guess Akane had like some kind of like weird tickets from government and stuff, so yeah, she's like part of like something. Chihaya, I guess like she's rich or something and she a bodyguard. So yeah, also some kind of like secret thing. Lucia and Shizuru, obviously there's something going on around them. And Kotori is just Kotori. Maybe we should like search for her in the garden community actually, after school. They can actually tell us where she is probably, if she's not even there. I think that would be the place where I would go next. She had no reason to disappear. But she did. Wait, did someone kidnap her? No, that's preposterous. But I can't be sure about that either. I have my phone in my pocket set to silent. I will feel vibrations the moment anyone replies to me. It's against school regulations, but I don't care. My sole option right now is to wait. Lunch break. Unable to calm down, I head to the club room. It's closed, right? I find the door locked, like yesterday. Why would I kinda choose to disappear? Yeah, there's a million reasons given her super suspicious background. I guess, and she's like not having like tickets anymore to cover up stuff, as she said, so maybe whoever is like giving her the tickets decided to take her back and not let her be involved in the school anymore or something. Could she really be hiding in the club room though? I mean, it's a possibility too, right? She kinda lived there. I have to confirm. I press my hand against the door. It has a sturdy looking lock on it. I mean, you can probably just bust through it. Even my shitty power can prove useful for something. Yeah. Okay, got in. Ah, no one's home. I expected that, but I still can't fend off a wave of disappointment. The room is empty. Nothing has changed inside. Or not entirely. I spot a memo on the desk. Oh, okay. What's the memo? To Teikei, so Tennochi Kotaro. Okay. Who's noticed this? Is this Akane's? Be patient and bide your time. Okay, weird. As long as you do not make any ill-advised moves, your old life should return to you. It would be the best if you forgot the unusual matters that befell you the other day. You have stirred the hornet's nest enough. Let sleeping dogs lie. all that you have seen were hallucinations, caused by negative ion poisoning. Pay it no mind. As for me, I have left for the southern hemisphere to study abroad. What? Therefore, all occult research society activities are to be suspended indefinitely. Please do not cause a fuss if someone beside myself has vanished as well. Know that your only option is to wait and do nothing. P.S. As compensation, I will not demand a door repair fee from you this one time. Wow. A.S. I forgot her surname. Do we even know her surname? Interesting! So she expected that it's possibility that others will disappear. She left the country? Just like that? What does she mean that I should wait and do nothing? I mean, I guess like what we can do, right? And saying us that all of that was just a hallucination, a dream? Okay, sorry Akana, we gotta investigate this. I'm sorry, I'm not going to listen to you. You are not here. You are not here, I'm not going to listen to you. We need to figure stuff out. I kinda predicted I'd force my way in sooner or later. I can easily tell it's her, just looking at the text. That's a relief. She's like pillar supporting my heart. And I've known her for a little over a month. I liked her. Southern Hemisphere. Like, what? It sounds like a lie, no matter how I think about it. But even so, it still relieves my anxiety a little. Akana seems to be doing relatively okay at least. And that's enough for me. She wants me to wait. Indeed, there's little I can change by moving in the dark. True, we kinda still try and find people, like, in ways lost. And now we lost basically all of our friends too. Like, where are they? Like, I know like sitting and doing nothing is probably maybe not the best you can do, but the most obvious thing you can do because you are just a student. You don't have enough, like, any kind of like power to do anything in this regard. But we can try and find clues. Like, have you like, Kotori, did you even like ask teachers, for example, like why they are not here? Like, did they call you like they are ill or they left the city or something? Like, you know, like first source of information. Just go to your class teacher and ask why Kotori is not here, for example. Why Shizuru is not here. And like, we could get answers, for example, like, oh yeah, their parents called me and said that they're moving out or something, you know? So we will have like at least some info. That would be weird info, but still. I should probably listen. I fold the memo and stick it to my pocket. Okay. After finally calming down, I began remembering other things that I put off until now. First, about myself. About my power. I can't ignore it any longer. Yep. You kinda have like a glowing, sharp blade growing from your arm. I thought it worked only to boost my physical abilities, but it showed on the side of itself last Saturday. A weird rainbow glow that poured from my wrist instead of blood. It swayed like seagrass growing from my body, but when needed, it could solidify into sharp claws. Indeed, it was without a doubt a weapon. It had no weight, but cut like the finest blade. I wonder if that's how wielding a lightsaber feels. It looked pretty useful at first sight, but it turned out to be pretty weak. Did it? The blade shattered the moment it was damaged. I mean, you kinda said that it depends on your, like, concentration. So I assume, like, if you concentrate more, then that will be sturdier. Well, real weapons shatter under heavy impacts too, but a magical thing like that should surely be able to avoid those kind of real world problems. And wasn't that comfortable to wield either. One good thing about this was that you could regenerate the blades as soon as they broke. But I also felt like it was sapping my energy. I assume because he said it's glowing instead of his blood, and also it's turning red and disappears later, right? So I assume it's using his own blood to be created, so yeah, he's losing blood each time he's making these, I think. I wonder if that's how it feels to have your MP drained. Magic potions or mana came up a lot in video games. That actually describes my situation surprisingly accurately. In other words, I can't keep regenerating my blades indefinitely. Infinitely? Indefinitely, okay. I'd probably have to take a break after summoning a couple. Very much like regenerating MP. Can I even summon that thing at will? I try. Huh? I focus on my right wrist. I imagine 3 beautiful rainbow blades extending from it. Oh, it actually worked! Okay. Easy enough. Oh, that was surprisingly easy. Yeah. An aurora-like ribbon rises from my wrist. As languidly sways in the air before. The blades grow from my wrist like a seaweed, one after another. Their movements remind me of living thing. It's kind of creepy. It's growing from the area where the pressed people cut the reset. Jesus! The ribbon coils around my wrists like morning glories, traveling along the back of my hand. There's no way I could use them comfortably if they just stuck out from my wrist, so I really appreciate that. The ribbon splits into 3 blades when it reaches my knuckles. I try solidifying it. Okay. That changes into a weapon around 50 centimeters long. The change took 1 or 2 seconds total. Whether the amount of time it took it to solidify after coming to contact with the outside atmosphere was a second or 2. I can probably ready it faster than that. If I decrease the number of blades or make them smaller, they should be ready sooner. Why is it taking this form anyway? Yeah, why it can't be just 1 blade? Instead we have tentacles that kinda resembles blades or something. The music coming from somewhere in my subconsciousness. I recall an old movie as I saw when I was a kid. I can't remember the exact details, but it was about an alien hunting humans. Okay, that alien used a very similar weapon. It looks pretty beautiful though. Okay, so he just made it because he saw some kind of movie before. My wrist blade emanates an aurora-colored light. It doesn't look like any material that exists in the real world. The closest thing is probably soap bubbles. Well, let's see how sharp you are. You are in your room. What are you going to cut with this? Don't do something stupid. Don't destroy your, I don't know, wall or your bed. I decided to test it a little. Oh, you know what you can cut? You can cut that, bookshelf here. I mean, that shelf, because this, room makes no fucking sense. Who, put, TV on this? On this shelf? Just cut this thing down and the TV will be lower. Who made this? I can't find anything suitable in the room, so I climb down the stairs on the first floor. I will use my blade on this tofu, past its expiration date. Okay, that's not exactly the hardest thing to cut. I mean, you could use spoon for this. It cuts through quite easily, obviously. Yeah. was kind of dumb test. It looks like it wasn't just expiration date that expired. It was pretty good, if I do say so myself. But I can't tell this hilarious joke to the world. Let's try this on shiitake mushrooms next. Okay. It got through. There's no resistance at all. I'm cutting these things up on a chopping board. Okay, that's pretty convenient, I guess. You don't need to like carry knives with you. I'm running the blades above my prey and pushing it down gently. You have to use a pulling motion to cut properly with the kitchen knife, but there's no need for that with this thing. Oh, it just like goes like butter through. Okay, that's cool. I need a better target. But what else can I sacrifice for a test? After looking for a while, I end up with the following. Old Snickers. Okay, I guess, sure, why not? A lump of meat. Sure. Cat alive. No. Cognac. Why you want to cut a bottle full of cognac? I try my blades on them. Wait, you just said cat alive. What do you mean you would try blade on them? Okay, okay. Well, I cannot. First, on the rotting ancient Snickers. They are too small for me by now, so I can't really put them to better use anyway. I would have thrown them away, so they're just perfect for the sacrifice. It's boring to just cut things up though. With a real battle scenario in mind, I can toss the Snickers into the air and attack them as they come down. I toss one up, intercept it with the wrist blade. 4 pieces of the decimated shoe land on the carpet. Well, this is amazing. I cut it to pieces. One more time. I attempt it again. The other Snicker separates into pieces as well, offering no resistance at all. Woohoo! Okay. We are starting to be happy with powers, it seems. Well, this is a lethal weapon. Next. For some reason I have a big lump of meat. Like... Okay. I don't even know what it used to belong to. Okay, so it was probably bought at some point for dinner or something. And you forgot about this and it's still like in your freezer or something. It's also unnaturally large, about the size of the child head. What kind of meat do you have? Why you have this? Why you don't remember having this? Probably something my parents brought for dinner and forgot about? Yeah, I was saying that. It doesn't have an expiration date to check or anything, but I feel like it's been in the freezer for as long as I can remember. Okay. It's about time to dispose of it, so it's perfect as a sacrifice for my blade. Okay, so now it's frozen meat, so it's going to be a pretty good test, I think, because it's going to be hard. I will put it on my desk and cut through it, imagining a real battle scenario. Lamp, you dare to defy me? Yeah! My blade meets the lump of meat. I feel a faint hint of resistance in my arm, but that's about it. The blade cuts through the lump of meat like it's nothing. I try moving it, but the top separates from the bottom. Well, we've established it cuts better than the kitchen knife for now. I could probably cleave a person in two with this thing. A scary thought indeed. Well, next. For some reason there's a cat in the house. I'm so confused. Why have some random things that he's not aware of? Like... I didn't thought about this, like, there was never cat in this house before. Why he have cat suddenly? What is happening? It really got in through an open window or something. Okay, makes sense. It's perfect as a sacrifice for a bloodthirsty... It's not! Like hell it is. Thank you for your sanity, Kotaro. Translation. I've had enough of your prattling. Serve me dinner already. Remark. This ain't a splatter show. I demand food. Don't enter my house without permission. Morimoto from next door gave me a gold can. The cat looks like it's hungry. I slice some chicken breasts, heat it in the microwave, and feed it. Satisfied, the cat promptly leaves my house. That is so random. I use the blade to slice the chicken breasts. It's a bit too long for that kind of task. I guess it isn't the best tool for cooking. Next is the cognac turn. Gonna slice this thing like butter. I cut it. It didn't work. Wait, what? Wait, what? Nothing. I didn't even leave a scratch. How is this even possible? I'm confused. Also, what was that sound? It sliced a pair of sneakers like they were made of wax. No matter how hard I try, I can't do anything about the cognac. What? I can't cut it? It seems like I discovered my weapon's weakness. I'll be in a big trouble if I meet my enemy wearing cognac armor. Wait. Am I like not understanding something? 1 second. Cognac. That's an alcohol, right? Cognac. Wait, that's not alcohol? Wait, that's some kind of like vegetable? Wait, what? I thought that's a bottle of alcohol. My bad. Okay. So he cannot cut this vegetable for some reason. I'm so confused. I'm so confused. I better keep this information to myself so no one can use it against me. As such, I've learned that my wrist blade is unstoppable as long as it doesn't have the two-faced cognac. I could hurt a person pretty badly if I attacked them with this. But what about the monster? Like the black dogs and the green dragon. They were big, fast and attacked me as well. They ran or flew around, changing the distance between us constantly. That's a lot harder to slash a moving target than you would expect. I mean, you were doing pretty good even without this against these dogs, so I would assume you would have no problem now. 50 centimeters starts feeling awfully short when I consider that. It all depends on one's skills on the hand. No matter how much muscle you build, it's nearly impossible to defeat an animal equal to your weight. The human body hasn't evolved to fight. You could never outrun a four-legged animal on 2 legs. 4 limbs also enhance one's ability to cause damage with fangs. Man might have received wisdom in exchange for discarding 4-legged locomotion, but we paid the price in physical strength. My current physical abilities are probably about equal to the 3 grown men at this point. Okay. I have enough strength to fight off a whole group of assailants. Okay, so... around 3 grown men, okay. I can see that, okay, sure. But it's probably still not enough to fend off the single giant dog. And also Lucy and Shizuru were way stronger than he is now. Like, they just one-shot at the dragon. What, like, what the... Like, what? With, like, a kick. Just, that was just physical strength back there. They use nothing. That's probably still not enough to fend off a single giant dog. After all, I can't cause much damage, even if I punch them with my full strength. You're... Okay, I'm kinda annoyed by Kotaro. You literally cut off the half of the head of the dog in the forest with this. What the fuck do you mean it's not enough to fend a giant dog? Or you can't cause much damage if you punch them. You didn't cause much damage when you punched them when you were like on the 3rd level. but now you have this thing and you pretty much defeated them. So I call this bullshit at not remembering what he did. In the case of the bear or rhinoceros, not even having 10 times the normal strength human would guarantee my victory. Yeah, this one I can agree. It's hard to toughen up while still retaining a human shape. And those wrist blades would only serve to defend myself at the best. As such, I needed martial abilities that can make up for the difference between myself and the beasts. The only thing that holds such skill is experience, but acquiring that makes time. Yeah, and so far you've been just a kid in the school, so your experience is basically your PE classes. If I could at least turn this thing into spear. From what I've heard, spears are more suitable weapons for amateurs than swords and gloves. Stabbing someone from distance does indeed sound easier than cutting them with blade in close quarters. I decided to try it. Okay, can you change the form? How do I get rid of it? For a moment, my blade loses its glow. Its smooth surface grows rough and it breaks off like thin pieces of glass. It separates into the myriad of particles and disperses before hitting the ground. There's not a single shard left behind. Probably because it's not a part of this world. It turned to total nothingness, just like the monsters I killed. I wonder if they are related somehow. Hard to tell, to be honest. What the... Okay. It's convenient though. The blade has been connected to my consciousness. There must be more ways I could put it to use, like for the perfect crime or something. Or being able to turn it into a spear. Yeah, like you want. Extend! Oh! I imagine a spear and stick my hand forward. I feel my MP drain. There's a faint pain between my eyebrows. The Aurora ribbon extends from my wrist. Did I do it? It seems to have answered my requests. A long time further than usual. It didn't hardens. Nope. All I manage is a short imitation of spear. It's about 2 meters long. Okay, it feels weightless, but there's no way I can use this for fighting. The formed thing I've created feels more like an icicle than a spear. Ah, okay. Besides, one has to use 2 hands to achieve results with the long stabbing weapon. That is true. I didn't thought about this, and so Kotaro. Like, having spear attached to your arm is not really convenient. Yeah. Just turn this into the scythe and became Ren. You need 2 hands to raise it. Aim it or switch your grip. All very basic movements, but there's depth in how you combine them. But with my power, all I have to have is a long blade on my wrist. The longer it is, the harder it will be to control. It feels similar to having your arm grow 2 meters without any joints to bend it. An abomination like that won't even serve the function of the arm anymore. And the same applies to sword. I couldn't even strike someone from above without breaking my wrist. As such, the original wrist blade seems to be most convenient shape. I have to either stab with my short blades or use it like the claw to tear through my enemies. Those are only variations I can think of. Perhaps 50 centimeters is the upper limit for it to remain functional. I make it disperse for now. I feel like I need more ideas. There has to be some secret technique that suits a hero better. Like a beam. I wish I could turn this thing into a projectile. Maybe you can? Maybe I could shoot Aurora bullets or something. I will try it. I place the chopping board vertically on the table, turning it into a target. Sticking my hand out towards it, I imagine a spear shooting out from my wrist. Go! Okay. I feel my energy being drained once again as the shining spear jolts out from my wrist. A satisfying sound reverberates across the room. The tip of the spear is sticking out of not the chopping board, but the fridge, about 1 meter to the side of it. Damn it! What kind of miss was that? I was barely 2 meters from the target, but I missed it by the whole meter? Not to mention, the fridge looks badly scratched. Probably because only the tip of the projectile solidified by the time it reached the fridge, since I was so close. Ha! It's useless if I can make it shot those in bursts like a machine gun or something. I try a few more times, but I keep missing. I probably need a barrel. Like a gun to keep the aim of the spear steady. Besides, each projectile summoned were a little bit different. That was very hard to get the hang of it. Okay. I like how we have like this like little like kinda semi-training arc here. That he discovers like what he can do actually with this thing. It's not like he just like abandoned this and like, oh yeah, I have sword. I like how he's thinking like how to use it. It seems like I won't get anywhere unless I change the spear into something more adapted to the quick flight, like bullets. There's just too many things to consider if I want a long-range weapon. This is hard. I don't feel like I could hit anything from a distance of more than 2 meters. Okay. Can he touch it with his other hand? I don't remember. Did he touch it with his other hand in the previous episodes? Can you remind me? Because I think like, what if he can turn it into a bow? You know? Like, make it like a bow with a string and materialize arrow and you can just like shoot arrow from your hand. You have projectile weapon, this one that you can aim. Right? And also it can like go from your wrist instead of like back of your hand. As well. So that would like make it faster to materialize as well, because it don't have to like crawl back to your hand and then being solidified, and can like instantly just burst through your wrist and make a bow and you just like shoot it. If he can grab his thing like his aura with other hand, then yeah, like just materialize bow with arrow and just shoot it. Sure, it will like still require him like a little time to like actually shoot, so it's not as fast as like it's just automatic shooting like he wants to do, but it's a projectile weapon that he wants, so that would work, right? I can imagine like if we are like, because we are definitely going to have some like battle scenes or something with Kotaro, I can imagine Kotaro being like having like so freaking amazing fights because like of shape-shifting abilities of his weapon, basically. Like he can just like shoot something, then like instantly make it disappear, make it appear as the sword, then change it into spear, like dagger or something, you know? I can like imagine a lot of stuff with this. I don't feel like I could hit anything with a distance of more than 10 meters. Not to mention that my opponent wouldn't be dumb enough to stay still. I need more ideas for this. I decide to think about it later and call it quits for today. It's probably not a good idea to overuse it if it's continuously draining me. That said, how did I end up in this situation? Practicing special powers to fight monsters and all that? Monsters. Just what kind of beings are those? Mutants born from the polluted environment? Yet to be discovered species? I'm not aware of any animal that crumbles to dust after dying, yeah. I guess monster is the best way to describe them. Beasts, demons, or fiends maybe. Monsters is probably easiest to understand. My powers should be simple named too, I guess Aurora is fine. Sure. I could probably think of something cooler and longer, but the power itself is pretty shoddy, all things considered, so I don't want the name to promise too much. I noticed something funny though. My right hand seems to have become bulkier than my left. Interesting. The arm feels thicker, the hand itself looks bigger. If I press both of my palms together, my right appears to be 7 or 8 millimeters longer. Okay, why? Why it suddenly changed? You wouldn't notice if you weren't looking carefully, but the skin has grown thicker too. I can't even see my blood vessels anymore. That's a bit unsettling. Yeah, that's kinda weird. Why did it change like that? Is this bad? I can't exceed human limits while confined to a human body. That's something I've been worried about for a long time. Good point, so he's going to change physically, I guess, too. So since he awakened this like weird power in his right hand, basically, it changed form, like his hand grew bigger, more muscular, like thicker skin to handle this blade, basically, I think. So if he like wakes up some other powers, maybe he will like in general bulk up. I've been boosting my abilities and using my Aurora a lot lately. My power only resulted in making me stronger and faster so far. There weren't any changes in my appearance before, but on the night of the 13th, I might have finally exceeded the limits of what a human body can tolerate. Yeah, you just like basically made yourself like a magic blade. Could it be that my human shape cannot answer my requests for power anymore? What the fuck? Okay, I need to like... And so my changes have finally started appearing outwardly as well. It's just a conjecture for now. I have no other way to explain or test this phenomenon. I will probably do better by conserving it going forward. To be honest, I see little value in my power at this point. My physical abilities are on the level of the average martial artist in the manga at best. Probably an important throwaway character, if we're talking in shonen manga terms. But stepping on the accelerator even further poses way too much risk. I can't return to normal after changing myself. I'll be stuck with my newfound powers for life. There's a possibility that I could become even stronger if I boosted myself to support this new Aurora ability, but that would mean the end of my normal life, if that caused my right hand to turn into something indescribable. If that caused my right hand to turn into some indescribable monstrosity. Yeah, okay. That's why I never like wanted to use these powers. When we had like, because Kotaro don't want this. We want to have like normal life in like society, and that's kind of it's almost out of option now. It's still within the realm. We can like go all out anymore in society, but we still can live normal life. So hopefully we don't have to like accelerate anymore. I have to treat this with utmost seriousness. I have to prioritize reasons above heroism. Yeah. I repeat this to myself over and over again, squeezing the thick wrist of my right hand. Yeah, but sometimes when you get attacked by the freaking dragon, you gotta do something. Yeah. So the Wednesday is passing by in silence. And we're going to see the Wednesday in the next episode. So yeah, we had a little bit of like kinda training arc, I guess, for Kotaro. So that was pretty interesting to see that this weapon can like shapeshift basically into whatever he wants. He still have trouble controlling this, he cannot aim and stuff. But I guess like imagination is a key here for him. Also, why it cannot cut plant? Like, it cut everything without problems and it just like did nothing to plant. Also, he didn't say that it shattered or anything. So what, like it just like slide over it? Or like just pass through it? Like what happened exactly? That was weird. Anyway, that's it for this episode. We had this like training arc. I'm very curious when the other characters will be back, if they will be back. And this Akane note was very weird as well. wonder what she means and what she knows. Yeah, there's something going on. But yeah, that's for the next episode. Thank you everyone for being with me. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Leave a like if you liked the episode. Subscribe for more. Check my Discord and become a member if you would like to support me and see this episode earlier. Thanks once again. And for Pocket Watch is going out.